absorber. Start with ground beef and sautéed onions, then add rice, canned tomatoes, and whatever spices were on hand. Paprika adds color and a hint of smokiness, while garlic powder and cayenne pepper add depth without the need for fresh ingredients. Most importantly, your grandmother knew that water could be substituted for chicken broth when money was tight. This beef jambalaya isn't authentic Louisiana jambalaya. It's a survival dish that borrows flavors from wherever they worked. It's the whole meal in one dish: protein, starch, and vegetables, and it actually gets better with age as the flavors meld together. A hearty dinner of beef and rice costs as little as 50 cents, less than $10 in modern terms, proving that good food did not require expensive ingredients. The dish was popular because it improved in flavor the next day. Your grandparents were a marketing genius when they called this dish prime rib to make the cheapest cut of meat sound expensive and special. Ground beef was mixed with breadcrumbs, eggs, and a blend of spices like garlic powder and onion powder. Sometimes a little soy sauce was added for a rich umami flavor. The patties were shaped thicker than a regular hamburger patty and seared in a hot pan to form a delicious crust, then baked in the oven. The key was to slather them in a rich brown sauce made from the lard that tasted like the sauce from an expensive barbecue. Her faux prime rib cost just 9 cents, or about $1.75 today, the same price as a loaf of bread back then. Served with affordable mashed potatoes and vegetables, these beef patties made families feel like they were eating the finest cuts of beef. Children grew up thinking their mothers were miracle workers, never knowing that love and creativity were the only expensive ingredients in the recipe. At mine, the Midwest, hot is a term for what other regions call stews. Ground beef is the protein base, sautéed with onions and simply seasoned. Then mixed with canned vegetables like corn, green beans, or whatever is on sale, the binding ingredient is often a cream of mushroom soup, creating a rich, warm texture, then topped with mashed potatoes or potato balls. Hot chia seeds is one of those recipes that every church cookbook has. The name chia has nothing to do with the now ubiquitous superfood. It's just a local term that's been passed down. It's a simple, honest dish that fills hungry bellies after a long day of hard work and feels like a warm hug on a plate. In the Midwest in the 1930s, a pot of stew that fed 6 people cost just 25 cents, or nearly $5 today, an unimaginable price by modern standards. If you also admire the ingenuity and perseverance of our grandparents' generation in those difficult days, click Hype to spread the spirit of overcoming adversity. Cabbage is cheap, durable, and has the ability to turn a small amount of meat into a filling and satisfying meal. In the winter months, when fresh vegetables are an expensive luxury, cabbage becomes the hero of many family tables. The ground beef is browned first, then pushed aside while the onions cook in the fat that has been drained from the meat. The cabbage is added in stages, the thick ribs first, then the young leaves, allowing each piece to wilt and caramelize slightly. The process is simple, but requires careful timing to ensure flavor. Grandmothers often add salt, pepper, and a dash of vinegar or a sprinkle of caraway seeds. The cabbage absorbs the flavor of the beef while adding its own sweet, slightly sour taste. Served with boiled potatoes or thick slices of bread, this meal can fill hungry bellies and provide the energy needed for hard manual labor. A head of cabbage and a half-pound of meat cost about 8 cents back then, less than the price of an egg today. Many families ate variations of this dish several times a week without ever getting tired of it. When grocery money ran out before payday, mothers would raid the kitchen and create miracles from whatever was left in the pantry. Ground beef combined with whatever vegetables were available, usually canned corn, green beans, or diced tomatoes. The mixture was seasoned with dry onion soup mix, a pantry staple, and maybe a can of cream of soup to bind it. The magic happened at the top, where mashed potatoes formed a golden, crispy layer that children would fight over. The scraps she used to make this meal cost less than a penny per person, or less than 20 cents in today's money. This dish proves that sometimes the best recipes come from having no choice but to be creative. Families would request this dish even in better times,